folks, my name is Polis Ranger, and today we're doing the top 10 spy weapons, ranging from sappers to watches, knives to revolvers. And these I have picked in the workshop, link down below for each said weapon for you guys to look at and to upvote. Also, I have dyslexia and global learning delay, which affects my reading and pronunciation, and I will be a bit slow. So, bear with me with some reading. It is improving, slowly, but just bear with me, alright? You got it? Read the description if you want to double check. Anyway, let's get down to business. And number 10, the Bi-Detector. B-Detector, or Bi-Detector. It's a special detector sapper. Now, what upsides and downsides would be interesting? Maybe, once placed, you could see the health bar degrading over time, or something. I don't really know, but it looks a very cool sapper. I would love to see that in the game. It would probably be very, very cool and futuristic. At number 9, the Shredder. Want a sapper that can annoy your engineers, or the enemy engineers, but don't want the electric fireness? Well, how about a sapper that can tear buildings apart? The Shredder is your ideal weapon to shred things. I could just imagine it has bonus damage but less health. That makes more sense than the red tape recorder. We need a new sapper, we seriously do. At number 8, Timely Diminish. It's basically a bomb. Apparently, there's already been custom stats that once placed on the building, after I guess a couple of seconds, it blows up any nearby buildings and players, but it could be removed with one sap. One wrench hit. Failure to my demise. At number 7, the Carte blanche. A fancy watch. Almost like the Cloak and Dagger. How fancy is that? Definitely what the spy would have. Because it fits him perfectly, and by God, he needs to look fancy with his suit. But yet again, the default watch looks a bit alright if you want to stay cloaked and stab people in the back. Next is the Piccolo. A futuristic spy watch. I guess it's the futuristic version of the Dead Ringer in a way. Just type the number how long you want to decloak and last, and it will work. And by God, my nose is clogged up. I hate that in the Despicable Time, and it comes in variety of blue and red. Very well modelled, I will say. Very nice. Now to the wheeler weapons. Number 5 is the Backstabber's Bayonet. So basically, steal a knife from Soldier and just use it from there. And just start stabby people from left to right, from dealing with the enemy. It fits the spy perfectly. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Oh God, I'm really clogged up, bloody hell. Worst time ever, isn't it, folks? Anyway, number 4 is the Hardwire. An NVM based weapon. This should be an achievement weapon, or maybe a random drop to get an NVM, but it would have good stats. Maybe its own unique upgrades to make it a very unique weapon that makes Spy more variety in NVM. Because Spy and Sniper rarely get used unless you play Scout, get A+, then you're allowed to on the last wave because nobody cares. It's true. Those are the revolvers. Number 3, Space Operative. My God, it's like GoldenEye, 007, Spice turned English. My God, look at that golden weapon. That is indeed fancy. This would have been a perfect reskin for the Invasion update. Like Leary, it would be. But what would be the stats for it, though? That is the interesting question for a weapon like this. Who knows? Who knows? At number 2, Sleeper Agent. There's a stat for this, a custom one made by another YouTuber, and to reveal enemies or possibly put them asleep. One shot only though. That kind of reminds me of a weapon in a trailer. The original Team Fortress 2 teaser trailer. It kind of does look similar in a way, but much better modelled. This would be very interesting to see in the game. I will admit it would be, but how would it work is the question. And finally, the Victor Iron. An electric pistol from Star Trek. In a way. Also, and it glows, so yeah, don't bring it out when you're hiding in the dark. Any weapons particularly have a glow effect. But if you want to be futuristic for the spy, it would be nice to have a fancy futuristic cosmetic sets for him. You could be a sci-fi spy going around in the Star Trek universe, sapping people. And that concludes to our top 10 weapons. Sorry if I'm a bit stotty, cold I think is coming up. But those are pretty interesting weapons. I wish Spy would get more, possibly knives, revolvers. I think the top priority is sappers, better revolvers, knives and watches we really need for the Spy. But what do you think? Comment down below and just give me your honest opinion, because it's good to hear your thoughts down below.